also 2 statements.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have 2 statements. The first is on fairness, non-discrimination, and due procedure in employment practices at China Square, Kisumu County. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53-1 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Labor and Social Welfare regarding concerns over alleged unfair labor practices, ethnic profiling, and violation of labor laws at China Square, Kisumu County. Mr. Speaker, while investment in Kisumu County is encouraged, all businesses must comply with the law and uphold fair labor practices, ensuring that employees are treated with dignity, equity, and due process in recruitment, termination, and career progression. In the statement, the committee should, 1, provide information on the number of employee complaints received by the Ministry of Labor and Social Protection from China Square, Kisumu, since its establishment and how they've been addressed. 2, confirm whether the ministry has investigated the alleged labor rights violations at China Square, Kisumu, and provide details of their findings. 3, highlight any steps taken to ensure that China Square adheres to the Employment Act 2007, particularly regarding fair treatment, lawful termination, non-discrimination, and promotion of employees. 4, explain the mechanisms in place to protect affected employees from retaliation and ensure that their grievances are fairly resolved. And lastly, state the measures the government is taking to prevent similar labor rights violations by foreign-based businesses operating in Kenya. Mr. Speaker, my second statement is on Miwani Sugar Company and the payment of outstanding salary arrears to workers. Mr. Speaker, I rise pursuant to Standing Order 53 to seek a statement from the Standing Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries regarding the stalled revival of Miwani Sugar Company and the long-standing issue of workers' unpaid salary arrears. Mr. Speaker, Miwani Sugar Company, one of Kenya's earliest sugar mills established in 1922, was placed under receivership in February 2001. This led to the retrenchment of 50 workers. What was initially intended as a temporary 90-day leave has now extended to over 26 years, leaving former employees in financial stress and leaving farmers struggling due to collapse of the sugar supply chain. Despite multiple plans to revive it, protracted legal battles over land ownership, government inaction, and lack of investment have stalled any meaningful progress. In the statement, the committee should, 1, state the total salary arrears owed to former employees of Miwani Sugar Company and indicate a timeline for the payment of the said arrears. 2, assess the socio-economic impact of the prolonged salary delays on the affected workers, their families, and the Miwani community, and outline specific remedial measures being implemented to mitigate these effects. 3, provide an update on the status of legal disputes over land belonging to Miwani Sugar Company and explain any steps the government is taking to resolve these cases to facilitate revival efforts. 4, disclose whether the government has engaged any strategic investor or partners to support the revival of Miwani Sugar and outline the proposed timelines for implementation. And lastly, detailed policy reforms considered in the short, medium, and long term to prevent future mismanagement and ensure the sustainability of the sugar sector in Kenya. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.